Hey, don't know who's on here today, but let's have a bit of a chat. Today I'm talking to you about a book that I've been reading that's called Extreme Ownership. And what it's about is actually just really understanding how you can own everything about you. And it's written by a couple of Navy SEALs that have been out in Afghanistan and a few other places. And it's a really, really interesting read. So if you haven't read it, it's an awesome book to read. But I'll just tell you a few things that have been really significant for me. So going through, it's talking about really extreme ownership is totally owning everything that happens in your life. No matter what happens, you have contributed to it. You have created that situation in some way, shape, or form. And so it's actually taking the ownership for that, no matter what's happened, no matter what's happened in terms of kids, family, relationships, your job. The book specifically it uses the examples from going into battle, into war, but it applies it very strongly to business. And what I've taken from it is actually just having that ownership as a leader. We all want to be a leader. We want to lead our own lives. We want to lead in what we do. And being that leader means you take ownership for everything that happens, every single thing. Everything that happens in your life has ownership for it. And when you start taking that, you don't blame anyone else. It's really getting in there. It's taking that for yourself. You don't blame yourself. The leader needs to acknowledge, you need to acknowledge what you're doing, acknowledge that you have contributed to it. And you need to figure out to develop a plan to create a way that you can win. So you need to lead in your life. So in your life, you also need to be figuring out, how am I going to win at my life? How am I going to I'm taking ownership of my life. I'm taking ownership of what I want to have in my life. I'm taking ownership of what I want to achieve. And when you start taking that on, you're really taking responsibility for your own life, not leaving it up to anybody else to do or create or anything just to happen in your life. And when you do that, you are really taking control. You're taking back the power. You're taking the reins of the horse. It's everything like that. It's taking control of your life. And then when things go wrong, taking ownership for it, because things always go wrong. And the thing is, when you take that ownership for it, people will respect you for it. It's when you're pushing it off to someone else, oh yeah, no, it wasn't me, it wasn't my fault that someone else did that you're not actually taking on that ownership. You need to take it on for yourself. You need to be able to say, yes, I contributed to this. I had something happen with there. I need to actually take that ownership on board, and I will make a change. I will learn from this. I will grow. I will get better, and I will make a plan to make sure this sort of stuff doesn't happen in the future. And so what is it in your life right now that you're not taking responsibility for? What is it that you're not taking ownership for right now? And what I want you to do is just in the comments below, just put a little comment or a note in there. It doesn't have to exactly say what it is, but just something that's indicating what it is for you. It's something significant. And when you put that comment in there, it's actually you taking ownership for yourself of that thing in your life. What is it that you're not taking ownership for that's happened in your life right now? And when you take back that ownership, it really gives you the power. It gives you it takes it for you. You're like, yes, this is mine. I own it. And it's no longer a problem for you. It's when you're pushing it off onto other people that it becomes a problem. So what is it today that you need to take ownership for it? How can you right here, now, today, take more ownership in your life and really choose the way that you want to be, choose what you want to have in your life? Comment below, and yeah, we'll see you on some more videos in the future.